guys, welcome back to Wake Up Movie Bros! We're watching Man of Steel. I'm Jacob and this is Zachary, and hello back to Wake Up Movie Bros!
Miss you, buddy.
It's weird, 4 days. That's all it takes for it to get me that high.
Okay.
That has a double meaning.
So here we are with probably my favorite DC EU movie and Jacob's least favorite DC EU movie.
Now, I do want to mention before we jump into this, once again, this is another movie. All the movies I think this month I have seen. Zachary has one where it's going to be a full fresh reaction from him. I really do enjoy having I like rewatching movies essentially with you guys because it's more fun to have commentary that way. Initial reaction is kind of hard because distractions or whatever. Go watch. What was the last movie you just watched that you'd never seen that you watched the whole way through? It Chapter 2. You barely talked in that movie. Either way, for Man of Steel, my only experience I had with Man of Steel is we watched it at home one day after Zachary or Dad or somebody bought it, and I only remember two scenes. The sit-down scene with Lois Lane. I don't understand the context. I don't remember what it means. And then a handheld scene where it was shot with a handheld camera, and I also kind of remember it being out of order, but I don't know how much of that I just said is true. So my recollection of the film itself is very poor. So I'm actually kind of excited to watch it just because I can't say I hate it. I will know after this time how I feel about Man of Steel.
What's crazier to me is that this movie came out in 2013. It came out the year Iron Man 3 came out, which is nuts. Which means I really think, in my opinion, if instead of Dark Knight Rises back in 2011, it was Man of Steel, I think DC, honestly, could have a legit shot of trying to catch up with Marvel right now. Because it could have gone Man of Steel, then a proper Batman movie, then BVS, and then we could have gone on a full track. But instead, I really want to commentate on the Dark Knight trilogy at some point, all three movies. I think it'd be, to go back and look at them. But Dark Knight Rises especially, because to me, of any DC film of the current era, that is my absolute least favorite DCEU movie, more than Birds of Prey, more than Suicide Squad. I absolutely despise Dark Knight Rises. It's my least favorite Christopher Nolan film of the bunch. And this was a saving grace for me. I absolutely love this film. This is me and my dad's favorite Superman movie besides the original Christopher Reeve film. We both love this film to death. It's, it got so many things right. And it hurts me more knowing that, Superman 2 or Man of Steel 2 is still so far down the line. But, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch this one. And as you guys know, this is all leading up to the inevitable Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. What is that?
It's a puzzle I'm buying.
That is fucking dope, dude. On a side note here, but holy shit. That looks so cool. And that fits right up your alley.
Look at that. It's Godzilla versus Kong.
By the way, someone brought this up a while ago. Not on one of our pages, but someone randomly. It's been 59 years since the last time Godzilla and Kong were on the same screen together.
They should have waited a year. Make a good old 60.
But that's crazy. It's been that long since Godzilla and Kong have been on the same. No wonder everybody's free. I think I now understand why people are so excited for this movie now for Godzilla vs. Kong, because it's been that long since it's been on screen together.
I mean, here's the thing. I have mixed bags when it comes to Godzilla vs. Kong. because I don't really necessarily know how fair it is. I think because they did Godzilla's versus Monsters before they did Godzilla versus Kong, I personally feel like if they were going to do a Godzilla movie, then a Kong movie, and then did, Godzilla versus Kong, I think that would make more sense. But because they broke it up and they did 2 Godzilla movies and only 1 Kong movie, I feel like Kong deserved a movie before, like, a much more later date, like in the more like timeline that we're in now, like the updated one.
Sounds like something else something else Warner Brothers did while giving a character 2 films while waiting for a proper sequel or standalone film for the other character. Wonder who that was. I don't know. Batman.
Oh, okay. I was like, I really don't know. Please do tell me. I don't know. I'm confused. Batman. So are you saying Kong is Batman and Godzilla is Superman?
Godzilla. Oh my God. No.
Do you think they have a mother named Martha?
Mothra.
King Kong's wife. King Kong's wife. Mothra, I come to get you. That's my Mothra.
Godzilla's like, why'd you say that name? It's my friend's name. And that's when Mechagodzilla shows up and Godzilla makes the ultimate sacrifice. Or, a random giant other metal monster could show up. We don't know. Anyway, let's hit play, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, also, if anybody's wondering, I have changed my setup clearly. I do not have multiple headphones or a wired. That was a one-time thing, and it never happened again. I am using my Roku for this.
And you hate it. And
I hated it.
You had to commit the whole time because you started.
Yeah. By the way, you remember what movie that was?
No.
Wonder Woman.
Oh my God, yes. Yes, I know. Yeah, that's all coming back to me. December. What a long time ago.
But as you all know, you guys, after all of these DC commentaries are done, you guys can watch them in order leading up to your viewing of Justice League for Zack Snyder's cut, which I think is really cool. Much like the DCU, we're doing them all out of order.
Does that mean we technically need to watch Suicide Squad?
Jacob, I've been telling you this since day one. Jared Leto's Joker, which, by the way, we're going to talk about on the podcast tomorrow. That was not Jared Leto's Joker, ladies and gentlemen. That was Joaquin Phoenix Joker in that picture that they released for the movie. It looks too much like him. Anyway, he's in the movie. Therefore, Suicide Squad, we'll watch the director's cut, is a must. We have to watch it at some point.
All right. We'll watch it.
Do we have to kick the prom?
Because no, we watch it this month. We'll watch it next month. What's
Raya's place? It'll take place for Raya.
So you want to do Justice League back to back?
Yep.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
So be prepared, be prepared, people. Be prepared. We'll be doing Justice League for the first 2 weeks of March.
No, we'll be doing Suicide Squad, Justice League, and then something. March is a while away. We'll get back to it. Let's get to Man of Steel, Zachary.
Yeah.
Let's watch his beautiful. Oh my God! Do you see his chin line?
He's such a good Superman.
He's so pretty.
And if anybody was wondering what the synopsis of Man of Steel is, Clark Kent feels alienated by powers beyond anyone's imagination.
Alienated. Because he's an alien.
I'm just going to hit play. I got the play button on my remote here.
Oh shit, hold on.
I'm on HBO Max, by the way, Jacob, not Amazon Prime.
I made sure I moved over to HBO Max beforehand. I thought about that ahead of time because I was like, damn it, I'm pretty sure we have special features with this one. What are you eating? Oh, what are we eating?
Oh, I am eating crummy mac and cheese.
Could you repeat that?
Crummy mac and cheese. It's mac and cheese.
No. So you did not say cummy mac and cheese?
No, crummy. C-U-R.
See, I was going to be really like, Zachary, that's a bold thing to admit just on the internet.
No, crummy mac and cheese. It's cream of chicken mixed with macaroni and cheese and Ritz crackers. It's very good. Hey, Jacob, to get off this fucking subject, what are you eating? Oh, and also, tell the good folks at home how your energizing this commentary today.
No, it's okay. We'll continue. So,
if you see my brother do this, you'll know why.
No, I won't do it while I'm live.
Man, the build up to that.
It's a lot for me too. Grilled cheese that I made in the air fryer, which is very cheesy and grilly. Burned fries.
They don't even look like fries.
Tasting, to say the least. And then, let's all get real here. The star of the show today. Not Henry Cavill, not Amy Adams. No, they've been overshined by Oreos. Not any Oreos. The Lady Gaga Oreos. Yes, guys, yes. We can hold applause to the end.
Okay, fair wording. I've had one. I cannot wait to see your face when you eat it.
But it's just a vanilla Oreo with dyed cream.
Yeah, that was my reaction too. You would really. Oh. Oh no, Jacob! Did you have a mess?
How the fuck did I accomplish that?
Oh, it wouldn't be a commentary without some fuck ups, huh?
Oh no. Okay. We back.
All right. You ready? Jacob, we are 11 minutes into this commentary. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. 11 minutes into you watching you open up Lady Gaga Oreos.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of, like, Halloween. What a missed opportunity marketing has.
You got your milk?
They do, however. Oh my god, she looks so pretty. I love her. I love her. She's so cute. I'll get a close up of you guys. Look at that. She's so cute. She's so cute. All right, I got my milk. I gotta dip it real far. So just bear. We going in? Oh no.
Guys, I'm going to let you know if you want to skip to about the 13-minute mark, we will be watching the film.
I'm very sorry about this, but I figured I'd just do my initial reaction at the front, so when you see my face turn towards... Oh, God.
Yep, that's my face.
Now, due to my prerequisites before watching this, that tasted mighty good. Like, I kind of think it tastes like cake. Like icing and stuff. I really like it. Oh yeah. But ask me tomorrow when I eat it. Wow, not. Hi, I'm stoned. Hi.
He is going to get the munchies hard later, and he's going to devour that entire container of Oreos and go, "These are the best fucking things ever."
I mean, I normally don't eat 3 meals at once, but I'm literally having Oreos, burnt French fries, and what's it play? I was going to say macaroni and cheese, and I was wrong.
Again, if you want to skip to the 13-minute mark,
we're up to 14 minutes now. Zachary's wrong.
Mark. We're 14 minutes in.
What's hit play?
3, 2. Damn it, Jacob. I know when you hit play now because your head does this. Kunk. And it was right after I did. Can you just get on my level for like a second?
I'm at 10 seconds.
I figured.
I'm at 15, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Jacob.
Pause. Okay. Legendary's kind of flooding in, not in yet, but it's coming. Here we go. Where you at? Where you at?
Hang on. I'm at 16.
Keep going. I'm at 22. Zachary.
All right, I'm at 22. Okay. Look at me. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Jacob, what are you at, buddy?
30 and going up.
You're at 30?
I'm at 35.
You know what? Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, the classic DC logo from the old times.
That's where I'm at.
Okay, I'm at 36.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Damn it! No, I fucked up.
It's not complicated.
It's because you don't have the clicky noise. I always go with the clicky noise. Now you don't have a clicky noise.
Okay, here. I'm going to hold this right in front of your face.
Oh,
My hand's on the button. I'm at 41 seconds.
Oh, you got to give me a second. Okay.
Are you there?
I honestly feel like starting over. I'm missing things.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay. We're doing a clean start, guys. A clean start. 0-0-0. Yep, that's where we're headed. 0-0-0. Clean, motherfucking start. Also, by the way, I heard Superman and Lois is really, really good.
I'm really
Review
excited.
list tomorrow.
They released another teaser for it.
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it looked much better.
That shot of him reminded me so much of this movie with him just standing there in the suit. He looks so. I love that new suit so much.
Okay, Zachary. Now we're 17 minutes in, and we're having some technical difficulties.
3, 2.
Let me see the remote.
Okay, right there on the button. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay.
Let's hope so. Who knows? I could just start talking and be like, "Oh my god, he just murdered Zod." Zachary's like, "What?"
We'll find out here soon.
We'll find out in a 2-hour time near you.
I know Jake doesn't care about scores. This is one of the best scores Warner Brothers has ever put out.
We'll see if I remember it, and when he talked about it again, I'm like, "Oh my god, that was amazing." That's how you know if I liked it or not.
This is the one thing I will give DC over Marvel every time. Every single superhero of theirs has a theme. Marvel cannot say that at all. The Avengers have a theme, but not individual heroes.
I was like, okay, so this is going to wake up to a sex scene? She's giving birth.
This is a PG-13 film, ladies and gentlemen.
That looks very graphic. What the fuck? Zachary, I think we're watching a different movie. What? The fuck am I watching? Okay, honey, you did not give birth to that baby. You think you did, but you didn't. That baby's too big. Also, is Superman not supposed to have nipples? That baby has no nipples. What the? This is no Lion King. Wait, I see Simba's Pride. There's so much VFX already. Is that Julia Dench? No. Okay. Oh, honey, it's just a baby. So, like, Zod just doesn't age. Is that just what we're going to come down to? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay.
I don't even know what
Oh my god! There's murder! This is no Marvel film. Oh my god, this is madness!
Madness. This is Krypton.
Where's something I can kick? What is it with people being like, let's kill whole planets over bloodlines? Like, I'm not important enough. I want to murder people. Yeah, honey, I did. Ooh, that was a good line. What the heck? You can't get over that. Not my favorite action sequence. I don't like it how it has faces. That's pretty fucking cool, though.
Oh my.
What is going on?
Jacob, if I asked you a quick question, if I said we were watching a Superman film right now, how would you react to that question?
I still think we're in the wrong movie.
No, this is Man of Steel, Jake. This is why I love Zack Snyder's version of Superman so much, because he cares about the mythology and he adds to it.
Stop moving, you ball thing.
That's from BVS. The thing that talks to Lex in the ship.
That's really nice hair movement. What the fuck? Is this the babies?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're the babies! Why? Oh my god, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was blood. Oh no. He's been swimming for a long time. So they just put all their babies in embryos and like stuck them underneath?
It's a class system. You get chosen to where you get to go, and that skull chooses. It's the first Kryptonian, and it gives every Kryptonian on Krypton a purpose in life.
I don't remember this movie.
It's so good. The mythology in this movie is incredible.
It cost $225 million to make.
It looks like so much more.
Free fall. Free fall.
Copyright.
Someone's gonna make a song about copyright, and we're gonna get copyright for saying song.
Probably. Oh gosh.
I have to say, I'm not overtly impressed with the directing right now. I don't hate it. I just think it's a little weird. This is not what I thought Krypton looked like. Supergirl lied. That thing is dead, or it looks about like it's gonna die. What the? Yellow star. Get it? Because the sun. I believe in you. You can do it, my friend.
I know the easiest way to get to sing copyright songs now without singing them. Just say hey, yeah, and ta.
She had a rough day. She gave birth to like a 14-pound baby and then had to send it off. Also, she died. But, you know, that's minor news. That's a naked baby. Okay.
Oh, Jacob, believe me, I know.
What do you mean, you know?
You're about to say
What's going to happen?
That.
My thing's buffering.
Huh?
I have a buffer.
Oh, did you not see Clark Kent's baby penis? Okay.
It can't play this title. We're having troubles. Can't connect to HBO Max right now. Please try again. The site cannot be found. Okay, guys. It like yeeted me from the server, so we're
Jesus, Jake's gone. Okay. Man. I don't know how else to react to this, but just to laugh. Hi, everybody. Welcome to what I can only describe as another Wonder Woman Batman vs. Superman situation. StreamYard does not like it when we commentate on DC films. We are gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take it for good authority here that I think it is best. If I'm gonna hang on. Okay, Jacob, I paused the film. We're at 10 minutes and 37 seconds just to give you a heads up. What happened there, buddy?
Wait, we don't own Man of Steel?
Yep, on Amazon Prime. Yes, we do.
Oh, we must own the other version.
What happened there, Jake?
The whole internet went kafuki.
That was nuts.
like it told me no more, and then I got kicked out. Essentially, sorry, something went wrong. Please go back, damn it. Oh no.
Gotta do it again.
That's good. We're no. I just gotta. What the? Where is it? Come on, people. Wait, let's try this.
Look up Man of Steel plus bonus features.
I'll get there. Okay. We're one step closer. Sorry. Now I'm in the movie section, and we're going to go to, I guess titles A to Z. I guess that would be the quickest way.
Sure.
I couldn't remember if where M was. We have Magic Mike, McGuire, Man of Steel. Gotcha. All right, hitting play. All right, where are you at, Zachary?
10 minutes and 37 seconds into the film. Look
Basically, I'm
for
looking a little Clark penis.
Clark Kent's baby penis.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll tell you when. They're putting him inside the basket right now.
Okay, hang on.
I didn't pause. I'm just letting it go.
Okay, so they're putting him in the basket now.
Yeah. The light is coming. Okay, we have a little baby penis.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't hit play. Am I hitting play now?
Yep, hit play.
Okay.
Now. Okay. We're doing a Man of Steel commentary take 2 within the Man of Steel commentary take 1.
Did I just disappear?
Jacob, you obliterated. I sat here for 2 minutes and just laughed at the screen because I had no idea what to do.
By the way, never mind. I take it back. Did you know Carla Garadino or whatever is the voice of the ship?
Cara Delevingne?
Huh?
Cara Delevingne?
No. Carla Gugnio?
Oh, that's cool.
Spy Kid's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that S? Oh, I see the placement. Okay. Sure, this makes sense. Of course they would have cool suits that they could put on. That's a bit excessive. Three. That looks like an eyeball. Is that supposed to look like an eyeball? I think she has a cool action sequence, right?
I'm not going to say a word. I'm loving your reaction to this film right now, therefore I'm not saying a word.
What do you mean? I'm just real shocked. We're 12 minutes into a Superman movie without Superman. I mean, he's there, but he's, you know what I mean. Let's look at John's. I deem you worthy. I've done everything. Boy child. What an interesting line of dialogue. I don't necessarily like how the action's being filmed. Some things are very clear and other things are kind of hard to...
Yeah. It gets better as the movie progresses.
Let's get real here. I'm just really excited to see him fly.
Best scene in the movie.
Ooh, there we go. my baby. Oh my God, that's my baby. My baby's the future. My baby's the future. You can't bring me anywhere, Zachary. Murder. Yeah, Assassin's Creed style way. Which is really interesting because I think at one point Russell Crowe could be a good Assassin's Creed person.
I could definitely see. I know he's not French people, but he'd be a really good older Ezio. Probably, I could see it. I mean, he tried to play a French guy in Les Mis and it didn't go very well for him.
I wouldn't recommend going back. Just personal opinion. Honestly, if you're attached to a Tom Hopper film, I would hop off that real fast. So we're just going to assume he murdered her too, right? Wait, isn't Krypton supposed to be blown up?
Just wait.
I'm so confused on what's happening. Right? What the fuck is that? Ooh, he has a look of vengeance. Look of true vengeance. Oh no. We have time for a court case? Oh. So they went full on, oh my God, they look like dicks. Uncircumcised dicks. That's what I just saw. I saw. This has a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's cool.
You know what they say about Rotten Tomatoes?
I was waiting for you to go, hey, Zach, what's that?
It looked like a whole bunch of embryos?
That was the Phantom Zone.
Oh, you mean like Lego Batman?
Yeah, Jacob, that.
Got you. You on the same page.
Hey, Jacob, Krypton's going.
But why?
They were consuming their core to continue the thriving of the race, and thus enveloping the core. Is no longer able to maintain life on the planet. It was their fault.
Did Did they tell us that? Did I just miss it?
Yeah, no, Jor confronted the elders of Krypton about it.
Oh my god, she just got burned alive. Murder! Oh, blow up, blow up, blow up. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah! Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I do love me a good murder at the end of Mondays.
What I love about that entire opening is that it sets up Krypton as the villain of its own demise. Because in a way, Jor-El was right. They should have listened to him, and they should have sent people outside of their to other recon places they have throughout the galaxy. However, Zod was right too. Zod was in the right, knowing that he could have saved their people with the Codex, but so was Jor-El.
So, interestingly enough,
Yes, Jake?
I don't know.
No, okay. I fully understand when people say this is a weird movie because it takes place in a lot of areas and a lot of different times. And like it does, but that's why Lois Lane I think is the strongest in this movie than in BVS because she's a reporter and she does her research throughout the film, and that's why these moments are so important leading to when we meet her.
Well, yeah, it does not look that great. Oh my god! That's harsh. Fuck those men. We don't need them. Oh, Henry, you can't do that. Oh, Henry, yes, you can. Never mind, I take it back.
So, out of curiosity, do you know about the famous quote unquote Easter egg in this movie?
You're gonna have to ask me in like a whole other scene.
I'll let you know.
You're just gonna have to wait a minute. How did he become shirtless though?
Probably from him swimming through the water so fast, probably ripped it off.
I'm not complaining. Okay, Zack Snyder, we agreed you're directing.
Yeah, I love that. Everybody was like, wow, that's kind of cool. A male director went straight in on the abs on a male guy. I'm like, yeah. Not that it mattered in the point.
Um, um, but wouldn't he? Does his powers start to show up randomly? Did he not have them when he was a baby?
So do
Because
you
I,
remember
I understand what they're doing right now.
Yeah. So what's going on right now? Jor again explained it before they sent him away. As he absorbs more of the sun's radiation, more of the powers come through. See, he knew how to control the heat vision. He's already had heat first. Oh, they are so good in this movie. Diane Keaton was born to play this character. She's so good.
Focus on me. Focus on me. Oh, I was gonna mention how I was looking at trivia for the movie, so we could talk about like some interesting facts or whatever. And the first 17 were all just about Henry Cavill's abs. So that's it. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah. So here's the Easter egg. Are those whales? Everyone assumes that Arthur sent them to help a man in the ocean who couldn't get up.
Oh. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. And to me, this is the absolute perfect way of doing flashbacks in the film because we're watching Clark remember things from as being a kid. Like it's not just poignant. If no one knows who this young girl is supposed to be playing, that's Lana Lang. That was the only time she is used in the DCU up to this point.
Does he say the name?
No, but Snyder came out and talked about it. That was the only time they ever used Lana in the movie was that point. I guarantee you she'll come up probably later down the line at some point with Man of Steel 2, maybe.
Well, that's a bit awkward. Are you emotional, Zachary?
I'm holding it back. I'm not gonna lie.
But I thought I was Dad.
That line gets me every time. Can I just keep pretending I'm your son? Ugh. Such a good line, too.
I am a ring of fire. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Oh my God, beat his ass. Do it. Oh, he looks beautiful covered in water.
I love that. It's so simple, but just seeing him shove and him just stand there and go, yeah, okay, what else?
Oh.
That's how you get your point across.
What is going on? Oh my
It'll
God.
all make sense in time.
The goddess is looking fun today.
He's fine.
This is the third time she auditioned to play the role. This is the third time she auditioned. Oh my god, of course you're in this, you religious person.
Well, do you know that she was supposed to play Lois in Superman Returns?
No, she was one of the top runners. She wasn't chosen, though. She said penis.
I love how different she is as Lois. Fun fact, Christopher Maloney's coming back to Law & Order.
Yeah, no, he has done a spinoff.
And they're starting his new series with a crossover event with SVU.
As one does.
Gonna watch that, not gonna lie. It's gonna be nice to see Stabler and her back together again. It'd be cool.
It'd be cool, Zachary? Like,
It'd be awesome.
would it be real cool, or is it like just kind of cool? Is it like what type of cool? No, maybe I don't want to book it. Maybe I don't want to ever think of that. Didn't think so. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, that was weird. I heard my cat meow and I had no idea where it came from.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say hi to the camera.
Hi. Ooh, burn me with those laces. Do it. Burn me.
We'll get to see this ship again in Snyder's Justice League.
Yep.
That was a clear product placement shot of Nikon's cameras.
But wouldn't you?
Yeah. So there's the other Easter egg that never goes anywhere in the DCEU.
Oh yeah.
The empty pod. Everyone assumes that it's his cousin.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
It makes sense if it's her. However, if it's not, I don't know who they would go with.
Definitely probably her. What a great first impression, Clark.
Yeah, this is also the craziest thing about this film. This is the first time in either comics or film that Superman and Lois met before his Clark Kent persona was made, which I always found fascinating about this film. She knew the alien before the man in this version, and I love that. Can you just leave my cords alone, please?
No.
He won't.
You leave your cords alone, Zachary. Gosh. So demanding.
You know what's even crazier to think now? That at this time, there's a bat on the other side of the harbor dealing with clowns and penguins. But yet they won't do a story about an alien.
Very Cinderella story. Me too, Polar. Me too.
Interesting connection over there.
Why, thank you, Jarvis. What? He's dead. You're dead. But you're dead. Are you dead?
Just watch.
Is he dead?
His consciousness is in the ship. It was put on that little chip that Clark put into the ship. If you would just give it time to answer your question.
I say that was a bit of a stretch, but okay. Whoa. I look away for a second and it turned into metallic people.
Hmm.
Equaling tubes. So they hadn't explained it yet. Yes, spoiler. Oh. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh. He's so pretty. The cape in the wind. Oh my god, is he gonna fly? I can't handle it.
This is one. I will give Zack Snyder and every credibility that he deserves. He's a great director. This is one of his crowning achievements in directing. Is this moment right here? He knew what he wanted to do, exactly how he wanted to do it. It's glorious in every sense of the word. There it is. Done. Crowning achievement. I'm kidding. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. He's so focused right now, ladies and gentlemen.
They couldn't keep up with him if they tried racing behind him. They'd be like, there he is. There he is. There he is.
You can just tell how much Zach loves this character, and so good.
In all reality, Zach hates Superman. He does
Blow
not.
my mind, honestly. Here we go.
Hey, I felt like that this weekend. Why do you have to hit all the animals? Be kind, Super. I still have to say, this is really cool and stuff. My favorite flying that I've ever seen is Shazam. This is really cool, though.
I get goosebumps every time that scene occurs. It's so well done. And that subtle nod to Christopher Reeve Superman at the end when he does the arm thing. So well done. She's a damn good reporter.
Oh, that's just so sad. Always someone has to
Every
die.
iteration of Superman, except apparently for Superman and Lois, he always dies.
They always have to die. Look at that hair, though. It's all curly. Oh, is this how he dies?
Just watch.
Huh?
Just watch.
Who just leaves the dog in the car, though? There's a freaking tornado, woman. Um. Uh. That's fucking dark.
God, this movie's so good.
I mean, it's been okay so far. I say maybe a 3. I just realized I only had one headphone and I was wondering why it seemed so quiet. Now both are in.
Whoops.
Zachary, your movie's playing.
I know. Hang on. I got this.
Should I pause it? I'll pause it. It's paused.
I got it.
I paused mine.
Hit play.
I'm at where are you at?
Okay. Sorry. I'm at 59:34.
Okay, but what's on the screen right now? Because we're on 2 different apps.
Ma Kent.
Okay, hit play. She's a special friend. You doing okay over there, Zachary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It just seems like you're not. I'm not good enough for you, am I? Oh, that means he's going somewhere. Oh, he's definitely going somewhere.
Hey, look, ye old manhunter.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because Zack Snyder himself has confirmed that he is playing Martian Manhunter.
Are you sure?
Yes. Do you remember that quote that came out with the cyborg picture?
Yeah.
That was a Martian Manhunter quote.
I know that. It said Martian Manhunter on the picture.
He's playing him.
But you don't
He's
know
confirmed.
that. Okay, we Googling. We Googling it. So he is Henry Lynx. Good old Henry. Henry. Guys, he's Martian Manhunter.
That was the first teaser for Man of Steel.
The door opening?
No, the You Are Not Alone thing. That was the first teaser we got for the movie.
All the CW shows got renewed.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
For which one?
Mainly half the Arrowverse, except for the Superman and Lois show. I think Flash should have ended.
Oh, I didn't see Flash getting renewed.
I personally think it should have been canceled because I love Grant Gustin. Don't get me wrong, but at this point, that show is now Barry loses his speed, Barry gets his speed back, fights the
Wait.
bad guy. And Batwoman's not doing well for the network right now.
Yeah, but it got renewed. Superman and Lois got a 2-episode continuation as well,
A 2-episode?
which means that they get 15 episodes instead of 13 episodes.
Nice.
Oh, she dropped her pears.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. That's what I said. Oh my God. You just got outed. Like treason. The FBI show up. Well, I guess it's treason. Poor Lois. Always the middle of treason. Well, fun fact, I know she doesn't go to prison for treason because she's in Batman versus Superman. So.
Spoiler.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Zachary, when was this made?
2013.
Exactly.
Jacob, I'm going to argue that point right there. I talk spoilers for majority of the films a lot of the time. For old films, we do commentaries. But this is for the people who haven't seen it before.
Yeah, I'm not asking for spoilers for this film. Batman vs. Superman is a different film.
Oh, God.
It's key differences there. The key difference being this is the film we're watching. And I don't want spoilers for it. But tell me everything. Oh my God. Oh my. This is all over the place. Oh my God, that's who I thought that is. It's Liam.
Liam?
From Teen Wolf. Yes. One for the good, one for the bad. Bright bird. Real bad. Beautiful Clark Kent. Mixed bag. What does he want?
Who? Grogu?
Mm-hmm.
This darn thing does not have an off button. He doesn't stop meowing. Oh, this is calmer on camera.
Huh?
This is the calmest he's been on camera.
I feel like it's your house. Because Emmy never cries here.
I love this little guy so much. He is my favorite boy, and he knows that.
Does he traumatize you?
No.
You know, like a leap of faith, a leap of faith. Bless myself than you do.
That was a big shot from the trailer. Everyone was going, "Why the hell is he handcuffed?" I remember when the first trailers dropped for this movie, freshman year. I was sitting in the Blanchester Public Library, Blanchester Library at school, and Miss Lovin came over and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "There's a new trailer for the Superman movie coming out next year." Ah, we watched it together. She found it interesting. Missed that library.
So if I text her right now, asking her if that's the right details that happened, she can confirm.
She came over and watched it with me. She was curious.
I will ask her those exact questions.
Are you really doing this right now?
Ah, yes, she confirmed.
She did?
So you lied.
No, I mean, she did. How she remember that? That was from like forever ago.
So he lied, guys. I got him.
You're a security concern, you Martian.
Hey, we don't judge people by the color.
Oh, it's just so simple. Like handcuffs. Okay. General Manhunter. You know what's crazy? Amy Adams and Henry Cavill have more chemistry than Kate Bosworth and Returns guy did, and they had more chemistry going forward because of the original Superman films. I believe this relationship more.
It's a little insta-lovey.
Insulin?
Insta-lovey.
Oh. They work so well together.
They work so poorly together. It was a joke. I was just going off of what you were saying. Who was supposed to be Gal Gadot.
Did you hear what her family name was? She's an L. She's part of Cal's family name. Do you hear him in the background?
You are so precious. I am so.
That's not even remotely true, but you know, Zod's a dick. Take a good look at his suit, Jake. See, us Man of Steel fans, we've already seen the suit. You Justice League fans have been waiting. We knew about the suit.
Does Zack Snyder just have like a boner for nightmare scenes?
He loves them.
Well, I mean, you stabbed him. I kind of don't feel like that's true, but you know.
No, it's true. Zod and Jor were friends. They agreed upon what was supposed to happen with Krypton. It's just their ideals about how it should have went were different. Jor-El was born a scientist. He thought of it in a scientific way. Zod is a general. He thought about it in the only way he thought of, which was war. Which is why what Jor says is true to heart. People should be able to be able to choose what they want to do with their life, not be forced into it to do what they're told.
Tried it.
There are so many references or Easter eggs to Aquaman in this movie. It's ridiculous. Grogu. Just lay down, buddy.
Just because it looks like it has the right hole should not mean you put it in. Okay, but you do. Because the movie's got a movie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, shove it in there. Make it feel it. Oh my god. Very low. Yes, please do. Yes, if I must.
It is my all-time favorite look of Henry Cavill's when Superman is like, I'm just gonna get up and fuck you up now. That's what's gonna happen. I love when he makes that face. It's like it's just time. You ready for
IHOP. Zachary, we just passed to IHOP.
Yeah, so you know how like Krispy Kreme was the Power Rangers moment in that movie? IHOP's the one for this one.
Oh.
There was a promotional meal going on at IHOP for Man of Steel when it came out.
This was nothing like I thought.
How you thought it was going to go?
Oh, I thought you were going to say worlds. I got really excited for the iconic lines. Hold on. Are you telling me that he set her up to die? To prove a point?
No. She got shot. Her thing got shot.
Breathe on. Blow it. Not to be that person, and I'm not trying to find logic in a superhero film, but also tiny bit of logic needs to be used here. That woman would be Crisp.
She was guarded by a Man of Steel, Jacob.
No. I don't care. Her arms were on the cape. It was underneath the cape. That woman is a crisp. Yeah, no, this is impossible. She's not even slightly singed. No, she won't. She's a crispy man. She should be bald. She should be crisp. And she should be on fire. Oh, whatever. You're dead. This is a nightmare. You're dead. It's going to heat vision your face off. Could you imagine, though? Damn. Oh, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Superman kills Lois.
Well, remember, what did Flash say in BVS?
I don't know.
It's Lois.
Hi, Ida.
Lois Lane. She's the key. What was the nightmare scene in Batman v Superman? Lois was killed.
Lois was killed?
Superman looks at Batman and says, "She was my world, and you took her from me." Something happens in Justice League. We just haven't seen it yet.
It's like a flower. Oh my god! Okay, we get it. Property value. No care in the world.
Okay, do you remember when people were complaining about Man of Steel not caring about casualties? Well,
No.
I mean,
But I get it. You wanted a cool shot, but my god, you just murdered a whole bunch of people. Oh, the sun.
mm-hmm.
Don't give him pointers.
The reason their powers were so not dominant on Krypton was because their son was dying. It wasn't rejuvenating themselves as fast as it was rejuvenating cows. Hence the super suits they need.
I will kill you one day. Yes, you will with a big gigantic spike. But don't worry, I am dirt.
Even in the director's cut, stupid ending.
Oh, shut up. You knew it was coming.
But they didn't need it, though.
They did. Zachary, he literally was surviving in the next film. It was
Okay,
literally.
so the female on the right is the one we saw with the military. That's Feora.
I
The
know.
other one is supposed to be Zar-El, who is the big bulky guy from Superman 2. But in this movie, he's just a grunt. I don't know why they did that to him. There are 3 members of Zod's team in Superman 2. I don't know why they made him a grunt in this movie, but they did.
Maybe because he didn't have time to not make him a grunt since he spent the first 20 minutes of the movie doing nothing but setup.
Hey, the opening of this movie is great.
It's questionable. The movie itself is fine.
Let me ask you a better question. Which opening did you prefer? The opening of 84 or the opening of Man of Steel?
Man of Steel.
There you go.
Because it had a point to it, Zachary. That's such a horrible. That was a good hit.
When this movie wants to get violent, this movie gets violent. IHOP. Do you see how long they stay in this IHOP?
There's a whole fight sequence in it.
The promotion was hard.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Zachary, he's talking to you.
What's up, buddy? Oh, thank you. This was released back before the movie came out in 2015. This was the original poster for 2015's BVS. I love that poster. I meant what I said during the commentary. I love BBS.
You did. Yeah, we are at Zachary. I'm like, it's like an hour and 30, like 3 minutes, 34.
Odd, yeah, about that time.
He's flying and fighting. It kind of reminds me of like a video game. Yeah, no. I mean, here's the thing. I like it when shit blows up. But we're excited for Godzilla versus Kong because shit's gonna blow up a lot. And I'm excited. However, Jesus Christ. Wait, how did the train? Oh my god. How did the train become a weapon? You know what? Her eye makeup still looks good though. She might be knocked out, but her eye makeup. Okay. We do have an all clear. I give an all clear. Raise your hand. All clear. Raise your right paw. Not clear. Raise your left paw.
And then here comes the first image of. Oh, is it this one?
Here, let's find out. We'll Google together.
The first image of Henry Cavill is him standing in front of the bank vault.
No yawning.
Yep. That was our first look.
Baby book. It's a baby book. Oh my god, look at the little pooch. Of course he was good at science. Are you though? I think it's more like a moderate, all right. Oh, come here. Kiss me. I have not. Zachary, did you see the 16-second wolf?
Yes, I did.
What did you
And
think?
that Steppenwolf is not the Steppenwolf we saw in Justice League at all. That is an aggressive mofo who's throwing horses around like they're juggling Joes.
Did you just say horses?
Yes, Jacob. What do you think of this movie, Mark? I know you're a fan of BVS. Do you like Man of Steel as well? You're looking it up, aren't you?
What? No?
You're looking it up, aren't you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, right, like
Okay. Well, they're coming to party.
and in that tweet, he also confirmed he is working on the black and white version of the Justice League movie. So we are getting both.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of pushing it, to be honest.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I had to pause my movie.
Oh, okay. Movie's been paused for me as well, I guess. How's that great? You have like 20 minutes left.
No, we don't, Jake.
Like 40 minutes?
We're at hour 43. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's on your screen right now?
Their ship is flying over Metropolis.
Okay, that's not what's on my screen.
What's on your screen?
A man and people looking up at a ship.
Okay, I'm in an hour 43:04.
Yeah, see, here's the thing though. We're at different that's just hit play.
Okay.
Tell me what pops up.
People
So,
are now.
man. All right, that's where that's.
Yep, we're there.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, click. I have a feeling this is downtown Metropolis. We're about to blow up downtown Metropolis. I have a feeling that's what's about to happen right now. Guys, do remember that there is a Bruce Wayne about to pop up here in the movie, just not in this movie, in Batman versus Superman. Because that's how you make sequels. Oh, would you like that effect? Just nope.
Don't look over here. Focus on the film.
Just Zachary, do I need to pause again?
Nope.
But how can you use those headphones?
So I can connect it to my phone.
Oh.
They were doing okay. I don't know what's up with them. I'll have to work with them. These are great headphones, by the way, people. JBLs. Really good ones. Not a sponsor, but good headphones.
Justin Bieber headphones?
Huh?
Justin Bieber headphones?
No, they're called JBLs.
Justin Bieber?
No.
Just okay. Why do I feel like I'm in a country movie right now? What's up with the slight strum of guitars? I feel like I should be singing Yeehaw. Dance around some cowboy boots with some chaps. I don't look near. Oh my god! This is like. This is real bad. This is like real bad.
Hence why BVS's final battle took place in an empty parking lot with no one in it.
So what you're saying is that they took this a little too far.
No, I don't think so, personally, but the rest of the world did. I personally understand what Zach was going for. If there was an alien situation like this happening on our planet, there would not be blank spaces for us to go to and hide from. It would just happen. So I understand and get what he was trying to do. I think everybody forgets that the first real battle that the Avengers fought in New York was not an empty carcass of New York. There were civilians around while the Chitauri were invading. It's the same thing.
Oh, I guess Avengers Endgame did have just like an empty carcass of a place.
Yeah.
Huh. But Avengers Marvel has directly referenced though the fact that they have massive like Sokovia killed so many.
Metropolis in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, I just feel like Marvel did better.
The Man of Steel.
What?
The entire opening of Batman vs Superman is a reference to the destruction of Man of Steel. It's the whole reason why Batman's upset with Superman.
I know, Zachary. Guess what? Do you know what we just watched?
Batman vs Superman.
That looks really inappropriate. I'm so confused.
Jacob, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are there missiles being shot at a ship right now? Or are you watching Superman fight a bunch of tendrils?
Well, I had just seen Superman fight a whole bunch of tendrils. Now there's missiles. People are dying on the ground. Now we're back on a plane.
Okay.
Amy Adams is on the screen.
149.43. What are you at?
Zachary, our times are wrong. That's why I keep asking. Okay.
So for the last bits of this film, you're going to be seeing things before I see them, or after I see them. So it's going to be funny for me going, "That's awesome." You're going, "What's happening?"
Michael Kelly, Steve Lombard is on the screen right now. He's an old white man. Here, I'll show you.
Cards.
I'll show you. Okay. That's on my screen right now.
Yeah, I'm past that.
By how much?
A ship just ran into a
Hold on. Watch mine. Just watch mine.
hour 49:56.
Once again, we're not talking.
I know.
Zachary, don't pay attention to the time. Watch my
keep going.
screen. I don't understand this at all. I think I'm like a lot further behind than I thought.
Yeah, you are. We're about there. Okay, go ahead and flip it back to you.
Huh?
Put it back on you. I know. Just let me know when you see Lawrence Fishburne running with the girl in his hand.
With the girl?
Yeah, you'll know. Building falling behind him.
Holy fuck. The destruction.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now.
Now we're seeing the.
Did you hit play? Because I haven't hit play yet. Oh. It's fine.
I meant for you just to keep going. I was ready to hit play when you saw them, but you. Oh, man, syncing up with you is hard.
It's hard when we're using two different services.
Yeah,
we can't connect.
Screw you out.
It really did. It's on here. It really did.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
Okay, let me know when you see Zod looking at Jarrell.
Zach, it's fine. It's not a problem. Hit play.
I want to see your reaction to things when they happen, not like.
Okay, that's a bit much. Okay, still a bit much. The Zod just got rid of.
Yep, we're good. Yep, we're there.
See, are you happy now?
Yes.
Are you so happy?
Yes, because I want to see your reaction to when the fight starts.
I know what happens. I don't understand this.
By the way, if you really look at a certain part in this part right here, you'll see Christopher Reeve's face.
That's excellent. I'm happy for them.
You don't find that remotely cool?
I'm just lost. Remotely cool's gone. Who is Jenny? What's
No
the
idea.
importance of this girl? That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, just wait until they send you into the air and then run.
God, they make it so tense.
Only kinda.
You just said that's terrifying. Hey.
Just because it's terrifying doesn't mean I care. I could care less if Jenny died.
You sound like Joker from Joker. It's alright, Jenny.
But also, like, I was kind of curious if Jenny did die, how did Lawrence Fishburne survive? Because Lawrence Fishburne is in.
Holy crap.
What?
I just realized something.
What?
We have not done a commentary for Joker.
Nope.
We should add that to the list.
Our list is very long. Maybe in May.
May? What happens in April?
Who knows? I just know it's busy. It's a little bit bigger than a slight setback. Damn, Daddy! That's a bold choice of moves. Could you imagine
No,
surviving
I
all?
genuinely couldn't.
No, sir. Oh my God, that's all the children surviving all that, and then getting killed by an airplane. Okay, honey. I agree. They used her way better here.
They did. She wasn't just the damsel in distress like she is in BVS. Like, the shit that she does in this film means more than she does in BVS at all. Same thing for Justice League in the original cut. She does nothing in that movie.
Push it real good. Okay, they didn't just murder; they murdered Hope. Lois. Oh, oh, we went full Harley Quinn there. Gotcha. I guess we went full Lois Lane in Harley Quinn. Damn. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. This ending is nuts. In typical superhero fashion, that would be the end of the film. But this is a Zack Snyder film. We're not done yet.
Hey, Zachary. They're in a crater by themselves. This is where they should have thought. Sure, it's on the bodies of a whole bunch of... Oh my god, they kissed. Oh, who would have guessed they kissed? Good
Jacob,
for them.
In like that 5 seconds, you leave them alone.
They literally... It was so insta-lovey. I don't know. I don't really buy it. The chemistry's there. I'll give them that. But I don't really buy literally anything else.
I believe it.
There we go. This is better. Zachary big, Jacob small. He literally just said, "Kiss me, human." I can't. I can't. I can't. Not.
Listen, I wasn't saying this is one of the best scripts ever made. I'm just saying you leave him alone.
He just said, "Kiss me, human."
Hey.
How did Metropolis recover from this?
Bruce Wayne's got a lot of money.
Supposedly, those pockets are deep. Oh, honey, this is not Thanos. Nobody turned to dust, okay? They turned to ash because they died through a fiery blaze. Yeah. Well, Krypton's dead, so I guess you don't exist. Damn. That has to be a horrible midlife crisis. For a population. At least Thanos was...
Jacob, you're taking everything away from what he is saying.
At least Thanos, it was like a whole global thing. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. He's such an atypical villain.
No, he's not.
I just don't care. I've seen 6 movies with this guy.
We'll get into it in the review. We'll get into it. I so wholeheartedly disagree with you.
I so wholeheartedly agree with myself. I would move.
Jacob, what's happening?
Oh, it's the inside of the building.
Yeah. Bruce is driving in the car right now, looking and seeing what's going on. Think about that for a second. That's fucking cool.
That was a nice shot.
Oh, of them spinning through the building? Yeah.
That's probably my favorite shot of the whole movie. You know, I have to say, I kind of miss the slow-mo.
LexCorp.
We didn't need that building. You're right. Not gajillion dollars worth of tax. Oh my god, the cars. That's a nice touch. Those are nice touches, the cars.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It was also nice. He's a monkey. Jesus Christ! LexCorp.
This is Lex's tower.
Well, that was his tower.
160 days, no accidents. Superman hits it, 0.
Where's my tower? Superman. That's the man I gotta kill.
On the farm.
Okay. You know. See, that's very interesting. Because he's in the black suit. Lots of parallels. It's
Oh, it's
nice.
so fucking cool.
Parts of this is nice. Parts of it I don't like. I do like the cape mechanics.
Wayne Satellite.
And people say they did it in World.
I remember being in the theater when I first saw the LexCorp tank, and then that I was like, "Holy shit, they're doing it!" I didn't know at the time how they were doing it. By the way, one of the best shots of BVS is being shown again right there.
How did you get there so fast? That seems a little illogical as well. And that, my friend, is a villain.
He made the right call. I will
He made
never
the
ever not disagree with what the choice Snyder made.
he made the oh, let's steal this from Wonder Woman call. Well, very nice acting.
I understand why he's mad too. He just killed the last one of his kind. He is officially now the last son of Krypton. Zod was the only other one.
Well, I mean, there is Kal-El, but he doesn't know about that.
We don't know if that's Kara. I think everybody's
That's Kara.
Kara. It's a great ending. It really is.
Oh, it's over?
No, it's not over yet. We still got a little bit left, but it's a great ending to that fight.
It could be like, mine's still on.
Here comes one of the worst lines in the movie.
Wait, do they have a sand line? Oh. Is it been line, Zachary?
Very true.
Oh, yeah, nice. He's just very pretty.
That was just not needed.
Neither is "Are you effing stupid?" I didn't like any. Like a lot of those lines were just real poor.
Snyder does not like that scene at all. He doesn't understand why he left it in. He hates that scene. What are you looking up now?
I'm very smitten with you. We can go back to my place for lunch. Oh, I bet you are. I bet you are.
Hey.
Well, I will say this much. That was not my favorite film of all time. I would even say it cracked the top 10. But
You're going first.
very well then. Went ahead and muted Zachary since he said I'm going to go first. So now he's muted. Now he's unmuted. I don't know. Here's the thing. There's nothing inherently wrong with Man of Steel. It's a fine film from beginning to end. Lots of action, lots of pace, lots of what the fuck moments. It's a fine film. The acting's good to the most part. The directing's good to the most part. The VFX are good to the most part. But this was a film in 2013, so the VFX probably looked beautiful in 2013. But it's not 2000. It's almost 10 years old. Like, in like 2 years, it'll be 10 years old. So I can't hold anything on to the VFX. They aged as well as, any VFX from 2013 is going to age. So that just leaves directing, writing, and acting, right? So here's my issues. The action sequences I didn't think were directed very well. I think the movie itself was not as well as directed as a lot of other Zack Snyder films. I think it lost a lot of Zack Snyder's touches that I very much enjoy. To the slow-mo shots. I think that's becoming such a huge staple. It wasn't back then when, this movie was made, but it has become a Zack Snyder staple. If it's not there, are you actually watching a Zack Snyder film? And so watching a Zack Snyder film without it, it's just weird. It's odd to me. I don't really like it. And then I did not like how the camera kept zooming in and out. Mm-hmm. I understood the intention of it. I just think it was very jarring and I didn't enjoy it and a little too repetitive on my personal opinion. I wanted more growth. and there wasn't any. That not being said, I think the final third has a few amazing shots in it, though. I also have to agree. I don't know if it's so much jarring because, like Zachary's right, if we sit down, and we watch Avengers or Avengers: Age of Ultron or Civil War or something under those lines, the destruction, the people that die around them is horrendous, and a superhero film does. But for some reason, this one just seemed much more personal. Like the people dying, it hurt a lot more, I guess. And I don't really know. I don't know why, to be honest with you. And so I thought the destruction also to a point was a little pointless because Zack Snyder, like many other filmmakers, like to go a big and beyond. Whereas I didn't think everything needed to be destroyed the way it did or something like that. Not that I didn't mind it. Obviously, I do enjoy a good destruction. 2012 is a phenomenal film for the world destruction. I mean, other than that, it's an okay, mediocre film. And also with the script, there's things here that are good, and then there's things here that are just not good, like at all. I did not believe the romance between Lois Lane and Clark Kent, except for the simple fact that I knew they were supposed to be together. I think that's one of the things that later films have done because this was not really a building block. It just seemed like they were already together, even though they weren't together. Lois's reporting, like I do agree with Zachary, was phenomenal and probably my favorite part of the film. As she was searching for Clark Kent, I think it was the most interesting. And I think what they did with Lois Lane and Amy Adams, period, is used her much better and more utilizing. And because of the way Batman vs. Superman is set up to be a sequel to this, I wish they would have gave her better things to do. So I find that to be disappointing on a raw standpoint. Maybe they'll redeem her in Justice League. I don't feel like she's a major player, but we never know because you're just talking about Lois Lane supposedly is a major player. We don't understand why, and so maybe it's really cool and maybe it's worth it. But for other standpoints of the story, I thought were really poor. I thought the script itself, not every line of dialogue came off the best. And the sad part is that I'm sure there's amazing lines of dialogue, but the bad ones are the ones that stick with me. Like, I want to kiss that human. Yeah, that one's gonna stick with me for a minute now. Yeah, that one's gonna be in the back of my mind for sure for a while. So yeah, I would say it's probably like a 3. I had a fun time. I would not recommend it. Somebody, if they're looking for something to watch on a Saturday night, definitely would enjoy yourself. You're not going to be not entertained. And yeah, also, I have to say this is my least favorite Henry Cavill role that he's been a part of because I didn't think his acting was that great. I think there's parts of this that his acting's phenomenal, but once again, you don't remember those. You remember okay, that seems a little, stilted. The death scenes and stuff I think were the best, and those are the ones that you really need to, work on and really play up or whatever. So I get it. But yeah, it's like a 3. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite DC EU film for sure. I'd still say it's probably Wonder Woman is my best guess. I would have to really look at that list. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right, your turn, Zachary.
I said it throughout the movie, and I will say it again. This is still, without a doubt, my favorite DCU movie they have made to date. When this film first was coming out, I had so much against it. I wasn't liking the way it was looking. The tone was weird. This is a different version of Superman we've never seen before. But, we discussed it a little bit towards the end of the film before the fight happened about the moral high ground of Zod and how he was, in your opinion, just a standard villain. To me, he is not. They flesh him out from the beginning of the film to the end, where and they in detail describe that Jor-El's main purpose for sending Kal-El to Earth was to give him his choice of opportunity. To not just be another Kryptonian who was just born to do what he was born to do. And so that, for me, is why the end of the film works so well and is so powerful to me, is that And Zod's entire purpose, whether cruel or not, was to save his people. And now he has no people to save. So he's much like Kal-El in that he has nobody to go to. And the one person he can go to is not on his side. And so that makes his death all the more brutal because in that way, Kal-El kind of saved him from being alone, but now in turn, he's alone. He's the only one left of his kind. And so therefore, I find that very, very, very powerful. Amy Adams is arguably the best she's ever been in the DCU at all in this movie. I think she stands out the hardest because, you know, I hate to say it, but you can tell when an actor gives a shit when they're doing a movie. And in this film, she gave a shit when she was doing it. I can tell in Justice League, in the one that came to theaters, and a little bit of BVS as well, that she just didn't care. And that's what I was feeling. I think Henry gets better with each subsequent film that he's in. This is not his strongest movie at all. If you realize it, he barely talks in the movie till the very end. He's very, very quiet throughout the movie. He says very little. I think the person who gets understated in this film is Russell Crowe. I think Russell Crowe is fantastic in this film. And the opening on Krypton is still one of my favorite moments of cinema. I love the way that Zach portrayed it. It's different. It's not the way we've seen it before. I mean, when you go back to the original 1978 movie, they're just standing in a white room with shards all around them. And I'm like, it's for the 70s, but it's not that's not entertaining. You know, he adds so much more to it. I think the directing, to a certain point, I agree with you. There are some strong points in this film, and there's a lot of shaky cam, which is I'm not used to seeing with Snyder at all.
See, where are my things that I remembered though? Timeline out of order, shaky cam, and the scene between them inside, the office area before the fight with the IHOP. Those are the three things I remembered, and I was correct, and I was really hoping that I'd be wrong on like almost all of those. So that really sucked.
I don't mind the shaky timeline. I think it works for story reasons of why he did it that way, because when you look at it in that perspective, we're kind of looking at through Lois's point of view of her gathering information as we see it going along. We also see Clark's progression from when he was a kid to where we see him when we first get to the ship.
I personally wish that they would have done him finding his ship and then she going out hunting for the stories, and then we hearing the stories, and that's how we got to know him, other than us having to wait for the stories to make sense because she's hunting for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it would have been structurally much more entertaining to watch, because I'd say the first maybe 30 to 40 minutes of this movie is just really confusing and you don't really know what's going on.
Also, there's a definite pacing problem in this movie, I think, because the beginning of this film is super slow. It takes a while to get it going. But then when it gets going, it doesn't stop. Mm-hmm. So I feel as though the pacing was off a little bit. Like, it's really slow, but then it doesn't stop at all till the credits roll. The action in this movie does not hold up as well as I thought it would for how old the movie is. I still think the final fight between Superman and Zod is great. And
it's the best one.
It's the best fight of the movie. My least favorite fight is the one with Feora, the giant guy, and Superman in the middle of town. I don't think it's too much shaky, like you were talking about. It's just too much shaky. There was a reason why there was no slow-mo in this movie. Snyder wanted to try something different with this one, and he did not want to add his signature slow-mo because he felt as though the slow-mo would take away from the flying sequences. And so he wanted to give, like, he showed slow-mo moments of like up close stuff, but he felt as way that would take away from the fights. However, if you look at Justice League, he added them back because there are scenes of where Flash is moving a little slower, and there are, they add it back to it. So, it's a hit or miss when it comes to that stuff.
I don't know. I also, speaking of the flying, because I think a lot of people really talked highly of the first flight sequence in this film when it came out. A lot of people, I think that one in the scene Zachary doesn't like, in the middle of the street and stuff, also was talked about. But I think that was mostly talked about because of 4-2 having a very similar sequence, or 4-1 did. And so there's a lot of comparison between Marvel and DC with it and that type of thing. I can kind of remember when this came out, that conversation happening. But with the flying, I still believe it. I mean, it's just too fake for me personally. I think the best one to this day that's gotten flying correctly is still only Shazam. Wonder Woman still had this idea of it just seems like a green screen. That one seemed like it wasn't a green screen, but it was just two CGI characters flying at each other, or just a CGI character flying. Whereas some Shazam, it really did up until the end. I think the final battle, I think it's a little questionable. But when he first starts to fly, I was like, oh my God, is he flying? And so, and I can't sing, once again, it goes back to the parts VFX, the movie's old, if I would have saw this at its prime in IMAX, would I say something different? There's a good chance I would probably say something different.
For me, I mean, the story is not what stand out to me. Honestly, it's the side characters around Clark that stand out, like Diane Keaton and Kevin Costner as Mom and Pa Kent. They embody the roles so well. And then, Amy Adams, Lawrence Fishburne, Steve Kelly, the side characters around him are just so well rounded and so well done that the world feels so lived in that it feels like I'm just being tossed back into Metropolis, and it worked. But the things that did not work for me is that stupid comedy scene at the end of the film before the movie ends. It doesn't work for me at all. Boy, what else did not work? I'm trying to think of something. I really am.
But I mean, it's nothing. It's fine, Zach. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, I do have a question. I mean, some of the directing can be, I can definitely see a progression in Zach's directing from this up to now. I'm so excited to see his directing in Justice League and how well and how different it is. And I loved your reaction to seeing the black suit, because I loved when that was starting to come around. Like, everybody wants to see this black suit. Go watch Man of Steel. You see the black suit a lot. I don't know. I'm not a Superman fan at all. Batman is definitely more my thing for DC. But for some reason, man, Zack Snyder just nailed it for me with this movie. He understands the character, the morality of the character, of the different, hypocrisies of it. It all worked so well for me. This is still in my top 10 superhero movies of all time. I think it's number 5, actually. It's in top 5. So I am not afraid to give it to this at all. This, for me, gets a 5 out of 5. I think that some of the camera directing is not the best. And I will agree some of the script is not the best. But on the pure film standpoint, it's just pure fun. Whenever I put this on, I'm never bored. I get goosebumps every time the first flight happens.
Okay, but I think their reasoning and stuff is perfectly fine. Obviously, if you get a 5 out of 5, you get a 5 out of 5. That is your own personal opinion. But if we're looking from more like a critical standpoint, would it still be a 5 out of 5 if you take away any part of just the fun factor? If you're just looking at this movie from like a standpoint of like analyzing it, would you still give it a perfect score?
From that perspective, probably not. I think it'd be probably a 4.5. The directing and the writing really bring it down in that point of view.
I only ask because I don't ever review anything based off of fun for me personally. It's always based on a critical standpoint. It's the same thing if I read anything or whatever. If
for certain,
I have a good time, but I want to make sure the person understands that they're still watching something that it's a mixed bag.
To be honest, when it comes to the DCEU, there are certain films in the DCU I cannot take as critical or as a critic point of view. It's hard to, because they are just so over the top. And my universal problem with every single DCU film, whether it be good or bad, all relies on the scripts for these films. And up to this point, they have not figured out a single script yet for these movies. It's hard. They make it overcomplicated. And that's why I watched Infinity War last night. And, Infinity War is as busy as Batman vs. Superman is. And yet, in the 2.5 hours they had in just a regular cut of Infinity War, I understood every plot point, character decision, all the way up to the villain's motive. But with BVS, it took a regular film and a director's cut for me to finally get, okay, so that's what that meant. And so that's where it's harder for me to really look at these films. It's like, you need 2 separate films to get the whole film. And to me, that's not a movie that you can really review in a critic standpoint. It just means that either way, it wasn't ready. And it's hard for me to look at it in that way. Man of Steel is one that did not have that reason. Man of Steel was good when it came out, and nothing needed to change.
So, for instance, I started looking at script writers for like different films and things for DCU specifically and stuff like that. The writer of Man of Steel wrote this, and he co-wrote Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. The writer of Batman: Dawn of Justice, which went on to write Justice League and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah, he helped write both of them. He also wrote Star Wars Episode 9, and then the problem here is in the last writer, by the way, I was just talking about, David S. Gorey, has a lot of things underneath his belt that one would acquire like good, like The Dark Knight or Batman Begins. He wrote those. And so he has good things underneath his radar, but he also has some really, really questionable things underneath his radar where it's just like, I don't know, there's not enough trust there to say you're going to deliver an amazing script. The same thing goes with the person who wrote Birds of Prey, Christina Yanchin. What is her name?
She wrote Bumblebee.
I agree. But Bumblebee, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion, it's a fun film. Bumblebee is another one of those films I would love to watch with you, by the way. We've never done that before. I think it'd be really fun. But, Bumblebee is like a standout to this girl's like resume. She wrote Shut In, Unforgettable, Birds of Prey. She'll be writing The Flash and Batgirl. And I just personally, especially with certain things that are happening with Batgirl, that's all her. Those were her choices as the main screenwriter. She was the one who pitched the idea, and we can all agree that was partially a mistake. Mm-hmm. Doing the thing at the end of Birds of Prey, the whole scene in the joint of Birds of Prey, those were all by a script standpoint, and those are questionable. Ending a Bumblebee, I still have issues with, and that's a script point. That's not like mm-hmm. And of course, Unforgettable is the really, really questionable. What is her name?
Much like the title, it's just Unforgettable.
Yep, exactly. And then Shut In is Naomi Watts' lowest film ever in her whole entire career. So like, they just need to find much more credible people who you can know will land you a good script. These are not tiny films where if it's bad, it's just bad. These are, $200 million blockbusters that a lot of money and a lot of people's jobs are riding on to do well. And if you get a bad script writer or a bad, someone who doesn't really know what they're doing, you're going to end up getting screwed in the end.
I think that's why you brought it up earlier. I think that's why Episode 9 just stands out as the worst of the 3 for me in the trilogy, because that script is not good at all in 9. It just, to me, the directing and the writing are what ride or die a film. The acting can be subpar, it can be okay, but if the writing stands out and the directing stands out, then to me the film works. And that's where I can give Man of Steel, that 5 for fun because the directing is still fun. And whereas the script's not great, I can still enjoy what they're talking about. But from a critic standpoint, the directing needed some work, and that script needed a rewrite over at least one more time. So, it's hard, especially for a film I love. This has been one of my favorite superhero films since I was a kid. I love this movie. And, I've never really had to go through and analyze it like this before in a while. And, really sitting down and watching it in that way with you brought up a lot of interesting things about it. And, it's still cool to realize that entire fight sequence, there's a little Bruce Wayne riding in a car somewhere in Metropolis watching it all go down. And I think that's still cool.
Yeah, and I don't really know, because, see, when I watched Batman versus Superman, I guess I didn't really realize the destruction level that is Man of Steel, the end of Man of Steel, just because the movie was very blurry, and it was a movie I didn't really like the first time I watched it, so if I don't like something, why would I go spend 2 hours and 20 minutes of my life to rewatch, something I didn't like? And I don't really know how much I believe Bruce Wayne's doing in Batman vs. Superman. It's super cool, but the destruction level is so high that I don't really know the survival rate that it looks like.
But that's why I like the ultimate cut version of the opening, is because as soon as you see Bruce go through the smoke, in the original cut, it just cuts him straight to getting to Wally. In the ultimate cut, you get to see the damage go through, like him finding the kids or the horse coming by him. Like, it shows what happens throughout all that. And then, we get that famous shot of him holding the girl and looking up and seeing Superman come down through the train station.
I don't know. I have mixed opinions, I should say.
That's
just
fine.
Based on a logical standpoint. And once again, you can fight me and be very well to fight me if I should even look at this as a logical standpoint, because we're talking about aliens. It's just the same thing if you talk about a logical standpoint with like Marvel. It's hard to if you're dealing with the more mystical side of Marvel. I'd say like Winter Soldier and stuff, you should be able to fight the logic in that because it's so grounded in reality. But this was not grounded in reality, and so there is something you can be like, well, And
I think that's also its downfall as well, because this movie is trying to be as grounded as it can, like with mature story it's trying to tell and the themes it's dealing with. But then you got a thing called a world engine trying to suck the core out of the earth. So it's trying to be like this important drama, but also this fantastical, crazy movie.
That's what I mean. And I would say that's where my problem lays with the villains with this film, because they just seem so, and I hate using the word, and you can disagree with me all you want, okay? I respect that. They seemed really cartoonish to me. Their ideas, their values, it just seemed much more like a Saturday morning cartoon than it did anything else. For instance, I hate to bring her up, but Supergirl plays a lot with a lot of this different things, dealing with these things in a longer sort of fashion. And I think partially over there, because it is a longer sort of fashion, the character traits of, oh, I want to commit genocide because I don't really like the caste system, or whatever the reasons may be, in a more typical standpoint of a villain, which this one is, they're not fleshed out. That's his whole being. That's his whole point. Part of the ending, killing the people that he loves, type of thing. It's his point he's trying to make. And I don't know. It seemed a lot more. It's dark for like a Saturday morning cartoon, but it's still.
Can I ask you a question then? Going off of that point, he a lot of his philosophy kind of resembles Thanos a little bit. How are you able to be more behind what Thanos is doing over Zod?
This comes down to the writing. This definitely comes down to the script work and stuff for between the two films. Mm-hmm. Because Thanos, and I think Josh Brolin also really helped with that. He brought so much more to the role than I'm just going to genocide everybody. That was his. You're right. He has this idea and he has this thought behind it that's what he believes is right. Mm-hmm. But the way he sells it, it does not seem so stereotypical. It was nuanced. It was something different and things like that. Where I wasn't like, I've seen that 100 times.
That's
Sure,
fair.
you can point to 100 different movies where about the same thing happens, but the way they went about it was
Mhm.
different from those times. Whereas I felt like this time it was pretty much the same. There was nothing new to the conversation. Whereas I
That's
would
fair.
say Thanos brought something new to the conversation.
That's fair. I can agree with that. That actually makes a lot of sense.
So
Huh.
that's yeah. Because I do agree their philosophies are about the same, but I would just say
The execution
the
is what.
execution. That's a good word for it. Yeah.
That's fair. Huh. I never really thought about it that way.
Well, there you go.
The things you learn.
Especially when you're stoned, because who knows if I would have this much of an opinion otherwise.
Well, that's one more. We got one more to watch before Justice League happens?
2 more. We just talked about we have to watch Suicide Squad. We technically have to watch Aquaman, but we don't have to. So
technically we don't.
we technically do because it's taking place after Aquaman. So we don't have time.
No.
In its defense. If we really wanted to, we would have done it in December when I wanted to, but you vetoed it, so it didn't happen. So that's just how that's going to go. I already watched it. I've already caught up on it, so it's not the biggest deal in the world.
Let me ask you a question. How are you feeling about going into Suicide Squad since we're watching it again?
Well, I watched it a year ago because a fun film called Birds of Prey, and I did not like it. It was the first time I had seen it, and I've seen this movie a shit ton of times. I saw it a lot in theater. It was one of my favorite films. I like the musical elements. I'm still probably going to say the same things that we're talking about here. I still probably like about the same exact things.
It's the script in that one that just. Woo!
I like a lot of the lines and stuff I enjoyed. Once again, it's another one of those films that I think I'd tear apart. Like this next time when we're going to do a review portion of it, we're talking about critically. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of gripes. Mm-hmm. But from a fun standpoint, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it and things. But I think it's just been so long, and I think we've all torn apart so much since it came out in 2016 that it's almost hard to enjoy it because if you had before, you know it now. You know, if somebody would have been like, "Did you see that? That's wrong," and then you know it, and you're just like, "Oh, that is wrong," and then it would make more sense. So I'm nervous, as I didn't like it the last time I watched it. And so
it's been about 3 years since I watched it. Because I didn't watch it last year before Birds of Prey came out. I had no inclination to. I've never had an inclination to watch Suicide Squad, to be honest. So I kind of hope the Snyder Cut makes the Air Cut happen. I just want to see what that's all about, to be honest.
It's understandable.
But again, this brings up my point in that, Marvel still at this point has not had a film within a film within a film to come out to justify their film for a film for a film. Whereas DC has done this 4 times now.
But here's the thing, I don't really enjoy this conversation by extended cuts and stuff because I don't get it. People would not care if this wasn't a superhero film.
I agree.
I have seen 1,000 extended cuts, unrated cuts, whatever you want to call them. They go by 1,000 different names. What?
Friday the 13th, our favorite movie together.
Friday the 13th is not a good film unless you watch it unrated. It's just the truth. Mm-hmm. I like the 10-minute sex scene. Sue me, Michael Bay. Sue me. I think it brings something to the story.
It does. That's really weird to say, but it's the truth.
I have lots and lots of opinions, okay?
It's a great movie.
So that's another movie where I actually enjoy on both a critical and a standpoint. Like, I think it's fun both ways. I think there's a lot of problems with the script, as one would be, but also I think it's really fair. So I think it was a really nice horror film, which is why I liked Wrong Turn. Either way, besides the point, back to extended cuts. I've seen 1,000 of them. I don't know how many of them I see. Horror films get them like it's cherry. Like if it's PG-13 and it's a horror film, you best believe there's unrated coming your way soon. But because these are superhero films, people like to shit on them like it's no tomorrow. And I just think it's redundant, and I think it's just I
I'd
don't
like
care.
to point something out. The highest rated Academy Award winning film at the Oscars has a 4.5 hour extended cut to it that everybody, absolutely, including me, loves. So therefore, this whole extended cut nonsense is a bunch of bullshit. It really is. I just not wrong.
It's pretty funny. I do have to say it looked a little more real here than in Wonder Woman.
By the way,
Is,
he was flying throughout the remainder of the DCU because he could.
Okay, you know what? We're not getting into
that. You brought it up.
I did not. I found it to be a really funny comment. Yeah, I don't know. I think extended cuts and stuff, it shouldn't matter. You think your movie should do better, but there's something that had to be cut based on whatever reasons, and you don't believe it's going to do financially well. If you release it in its normal format, then yeah, I want to see the whole damn thing. You should give me the whole damn thing, because that's the way you thought I should see it. But both you and the studio, or maybe just the studio, sometimes that's what happens, agreed that it's not going to do commercially well with the way you presented it to them. And so they're like, you cut this, you cut this, you cut this, we'll sell your movie to them. Tell me the parts you cut. It could be like Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Edition, where I think it's way too much telling. I think I know way too many details. But to you love that. I like being more confused than I like being, more in the loop. Not a lot of people do. As you can tell. And so that's my personal opinion on it. If we wouldn't be doing this, we would not be getting it.
We'll see with Justice League in March. We will see, after almost 4 years, we'll finally get to see the hullabaloo that is the Snyder Cut. Mm-hmm. And personally, I'm just ready to see it happen. Just so, no offense to anybody else, I'm just ready for it to be done with talking about it. I'm ready to just see it and enjoy it. I'm ready for a 4-hour extravaganza with DC. I really am.
I'm ready to see it premiere night so I don't get spoiled, Zachary.
I will do my damnedest.
If I have to watch
I might have to wait till 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. to watch it. I'm just letting you know.
I have to wait till 10 p.m. to watch this on a Thursday and work for 8.5 hours the next day. I'll do it.
I know you will. So will I.
We'll do it. I don't want to do it.
I will order double pizzas that night. It'll be a snack fest. It's going to happen.
Yeah, because we're going to try to figure out, I think that's going to be one of the ones that we wanted to be in the same room together. So we're going to try to figure out how to get it. So either I get to go to him or he comes to me that weekend of good old Snyderverse. Probably me coming to you coming to me, as it will probably be easier switching schedules and you trying to get 3 days off than I trying to get day off.
Yeah, I'll probably end up putting in a
some kind of
for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
But we won't know until we actually get there. It's a few months away. I would recommend doing it earlier than late, and making sure that's fine with mom. Madre, mummy.
What? Hi.
All right, we're going to move on to movie commentaries for the rest of the month. So, next week's movie commentary will be The Prom for Valentine's, because you can't talk about Valentine's without talking about the prom. Zachary, what day between the 14th and 20th work for you? Do you know yet? Or do you need to wait on that? Perfectly fine if you need to wait. Does not matter.
I will know by Wednesday.
There you go. We'll be announcing it in the 5th podcast. There's 2 podcasts going up this week. The 2nd podcast will be the podcast that will have the date for you. There you go. And then the 21st through the 27th, we're going to be watching Malcolm and Marie. This was a last-minute choice. As you guys know, we talked about watching Birds of Prey last time. I don't want to watch Birds of Prey. I don't think Zachary really wants to watch Birds of Prey. I really loved Malcolm Marie. I'm really curious to see his opinion on Malcolm and Marie. And so I figured it'd be a fun time. I don't actually know how much of the conversation we're going to have throughout the movie just because of everything going on screen. And you're going to be, I have a feeling, in awe is my best guess. But it will have a great discussion afterwards. And so it's going to be a good time. I'm not worried about it, which is why I wanted to watch it first. The same thing with The Prom. I wanted to watch it first before we did a movie commentary on it to see if there was anything worth
And
having
now The Prom is yours and mine's probably number one film of 2020.
Oh, definitely is my number one film of 2020. That's for sure. I mean, I still have yet to watch Soul. I really need to do that.
I've had so many opportune times to watch that. I've still pushed it off.
I have so many opportunities. I've watched so many TV shows, and I could have watched Soul.
I watched Infinity War and Endgame back to back last night, if that tells you anything.
All right. Well, there we go. Zachary does the outro, so we're going to give him the spotlight.
As always, make sure to like, rate, subscribe on every podcast that you listen to. Like, rate, and subscribe over here on the channel. As we know, we deep dive into everything in the movie-related news. And we will see you guys for the next commentary podcast. And for all you audio guys out there, the Golden Globe nominees will be this week. So make sure to check on your recent podcast players to see what that's going to be going on with. And I, of course, will give you the outro music. Da, 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 da.